Hello, I'm Bunnery.
I'm Bread Mower.
And this is IFXtra. With extra cats.
Come on over. G, come over here. G. No, that's Steve. You can't eat Steve.
Okay, cats have gone now.
Before everything gets destroyed.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can sense everything about to be pulled down off the shelf.
Or Steve, yeah.
Yeah.
Could have got punctured. That wouldn't be good. Anyway, let's get back to the video, shall we? So, what have we been doing this week? I can't even remember.
This week we've been, as ever, more contract work, trying to concentrate on that, whilst outside, Cadence has been digging up the road.
It's still there.
Yes.
And the hole is huge now, isn't it?
Yeah, for those of you outside of the UK, this is the gas board has... dug up all of the road, so there's been lots of pneumatic drills, and the desks have been vibrating all week, and really difficult to work.
I know. They've now got such a big hole. They've got danger, deep excavation signs everywhere.
It's a bit of a mission, seemingly.
It's huge.
I don't know.
We can't even drive past our own house anymore, can we?
I know. What can you do?
Anyway.
Been trying to get bits of contract development work done so we can pay the bills. But also, I did Interference and Chill on Wednesday.
You did?
Which is, normally Ferret Show. It's like a live chill drawing stream, but it's interactive with Mixplay. So, I try and draw things. You vote on which item you want to see me draw, and then you can do things like adjust the palette or turn off my undo or give me extra time if you're feeling particularly nice.
I did that.
Yeah. Well, you were watching as well, weren't you? It's really good fun. As I say, it happens every Wednesday, 6:30 p.m. UK time. Normally with Ferret, sometimes with me, occasionally with you.
Very occasionally.
It's good fun though. It's educational.
Oh yeah. If you've not played Interference before, just find out how it works.
Yeah, exactly. So you actually get to watch someone draw.
See what kind of things other people draw. What happens.
I mean, I've learned a lot from watching Ferret do it, but also from watching people's replays in the game. Things like I never really bother doing a background for my pictures. I just draw whatever the thing is. Yeah. But I've started doing that now.
Yeah. You did an amazing ET this week, didn't you?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think my drawing ability is that good, but I was quite pleased with that.
Oh yeah, it was amazing.
Yeah.
Cool.
And I was doing it live in front of people, so they thought I could actually draw.
Yeah,
they didn't realise it was just a freak occurrence.
I'd go by that.
But if that sounds interesting, you should check it out next week, every Wednesday, 6:30 p.m. UK time, over on mixer.com/interference.
Okay, now it's time to see who won this week's awards. I wonder if it was you.
Unlikely.
Picture of the week this week goes to DJ Zitro for French Mime with Loaf of Bread and Cell Phone. Just amazing picture. I love the white face and the shading on the jumper. He looks brilliant. Well done, DJ Zitro.
My favourite description this week was Mousy McMouserson triumphs over Cup from Mousetrap by FM85. I love how instead of just being a mouse sat on a cup, it's actually turned into a story about overcoming challenges. And of course, who doesn't love a reference to Boaty McBoatface? Nice work, FM85.
Community pick of the week this week goes to the silent artist for Mermaid with White Itchy Sweater on. It's quite clever to be able to draw an itchy sweater underwater. I love that, it's amazing. And she does look very annoyed. Well done, the silent artist. They were amazing.
Awesome stuff there as always.
Yeah. So now we're going to have a look at what we were talking about last week in the forums. So last week I was asking you, do you prefer hot weather or cold weather? Simple question. Lots of answers.
I don't know if it is a simple question. I feel like there's a few kind of levels to that.
Maybe.
I mean, obviously cold.
Hot. Obviously hot weather.
But, I mean, hot weather is okay.
Lovely.
As long as it's dry heat. When like you go Spain or somewhere like that, they have quite nice dry heat. Here in summer, we start getting really humid. So, I mean, it only gets up to like what was it here last year? 38 in this office. Wow. But it was really humid, and it's horrible. But if it was that temperature but dry heat, yeah, no worries.
I like it. You can just go out, just in your t-shirt, like that one, for example.
Well, exactly. Yeah, you know, obviously got people actually going out in their cool interference merchandise. You know, we've had people buying Zeitgeist shirts and interference caps.
Of course, keep the sun off your head.
Yeah, you know. Look after yourself with some official interference gear, which you can buy yourself at playinterference.com/store, along with a whole host of other things like road drone shirts and team merch and stuff like that. So yeah, we had a few people answering as well. Pointy Cat Ears said, I like winter for the cooler weather and I like summer for more daylight.
Yeah, it's nice to have daylight. Makes you feel better.
Exactly, that's the nice kind of balance, isn't it?
Absolutely. Good for your mood.
Amber Hopkins saying, I always hate this question because I'm in between. I like spring and autumn where it's 10 to 20 degrees. That's a nice temperature. But I hate winter because it's minus 40 and summer because it's 40 with humidity.
I can't even imagine minus 40.
Yeah, I mean, I remember on Discord having a chat with Amber ages ago and thinking she was talking in Fahrenheit, but that's actually Celsius. So centigrade. Yeah, minus 40 C to plus 40.
How do you even get out of the house?
Yeah, I think that 10 to 20 degrees, that's the right kind of temperature.
Yeah.
But yes, Sadob saying cold because you can always put on more layers. I find snow beautiful. Also, who doesn't like a snow day? Yeah, I mean, snow is very nice to look at.
Yeah,
it's okay for me because I don't have to drive in it or anything like that. So I can just appreciate the beauty of it without it being too annoying.
Yeah.
Belinda agreed as well. I like warm weather but can't stand it when it's too hot. If it's cold, you can put on more layers. If it's hot, you can't remove more than all your clothes.
And then you could get arrested.
well, exactly, yeah. Amvol summarises the whole thing by saying there's no such thing as too hot or too cold weather, just inappropriate clothing.
I think he's got a point there.
I think that's kind of it, really, isn't it? Yeah,
absolutely. Okay, let's see what we're going to be talking about next week. If you opened a business, what kind of business would it be? Obviously, the computer game business is the one that I'm in, and it's great to be involved in something as exciting as interference. But if money was no object, I would totally open a bookshop.
If you'd like to chime in with that, then just head over to the general discussion forum. It's the pinned thread for the week, so you can find it at the top of the thread list.
Okay, and don't forget, tomorrow night is quiz night. Favourite night of the week.
Yeah, if you've not seen this already, then every Sunday night at 7 p.m. UK time, we do Zeitgeist, the interference quiz of the week, over on our Mixer channel, mixer.com/interference. It's basically like a live, interactive online quiz.
Absolutely.
Where you can play along against the rest of the audience and see who knows the most about whatever topics come up.
Yeah, I've just finished this week's 5 topics, so it's all ready to go.
And each topic is based on one of the drawings from this week's interference games. So Bunnery picks some of the drawings she liked the look of and then makes up some questions around them. So say if it was a drawing of a seagull, we might have a round on seabirds, that kind of thing.
Shall I tell you whose drawings I've chosen this week?
Well, let's find out who drew them, but not which drawing. So it'll be a surprise.
Yeah, I chose the silent artist, QRS, Hariza, Birdseeding, and DJ Zetro. So if you're one of them, have a look. Your drawings will be on the quiz.
Yeah, so I don't know exactly which drawing it's going to be because I don't see any of this ahead of schedule.
And they've all done many in the game all week, so it could be any of them.
But yeah, something by each of those. So five rounds, 5 questions each, and you play along against the rest of the audience and see how you do.
Good fun.
On the subject of playing against the rest of the audience, we had, it was interesting last week actually. We normally kind of have a bit of shuffling around at the top of the leaderboard. And in the last few rounds, it did kind of all change up last week. But then bizarrely, right at the end, we ended up with the same 3 people at the top as last week.
Yeah, in the same order.
So that was Grinning Goose finished in first place on 221. Rubberfish in second place on 218.
Close.
And then Dr. Ridout in third place on 204.
Yeah, not far behind. So it's all quite, competitive at the top there, isn't it?
I mean, it's nice seeing the regulars in there, but we do like it when a newbie turns up and, shakes everything up. So if you haven't had a go, we'd love it if you could join us for this.
Yeah, easy to play, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. It's all multiple choice. So all you got to do, press whichever answer you think is right. And then we log all of your scores and things and see who did the best.
Absolutely.
But if you'd like to have a go, as I say, every Sunday, 7 p.m. UK time, over on mixer.com/interference. Although we're normally around for a bit of pre-quiz chat before that. If you want to tune in for maybe 6:45, and then we actually kick off just after 7.
Absolutely. Okay, well, I think that's all the news for this week, so just goes to say...
Yeah, if you're not already taking part in the game, then get involved at playinterference.com. You can also follow us on Twitter at PlayIFX or on Facebook at PlayInterference. We've also now got a Patreon page at patreon.com/interference if you want to give us a bit of ongoing monthly support for the maintenance of the game, looking after cats, doing interactive quizzes for you, all that kind of stuff.
Absolutely. Okay, time to say goodbye now, so we'll see you next week.
Yeah, have a great week.
Bye.
We'll see you next Saturday. Bye.